Hello everybody and welcome to Horseboarding UK. 6 of the teams from Horseboarding UK have just been competing at the Carfest North Elite Cup. The venue was amazing and the crowds were spectacular. The teams had a quick morning briefing with the organisers. The ground crew was ready, and as they ran out to set up the course, Dan was explaining the rules of horseboarding to the crowd. The sound box was set, the teams were ready, and as they lined up in the middle of the arena, the crowd was in full force. Dead Pigeon, the 5-time national champions, were the first team out to the Carfest crowd to try and put a time down. It was a clean run with a time of 74.10. The benchmark had been set. Second team to come out was Top and Tails. Ryan showed everyone his skills early on the board as he popped a little jump across the middle of the arena. But Amy put the pace on at the end, hitting 25 miles an hour to complete a clean run in 76.39. Consider It Done was the next team to run, a crowd favourite with Ollie Dartford on board. Rosie Ride It Like You Stole It Barbara was gunning it out of the gates and going clean through the weave as Ollie got behind Levi. But not without having a wobble at the end as Rosie pushed Levi on for a finish time of 76.04. Pocket Rocket came out with board rider Lloyd having his first taste of sand, with an experienced Sarah riding the only grey in the lineup, Bella. They showed some early pace as Lloyd found his way around on the sand, finishing a time of 78.18. The fifth team to come out was EFL. This was their first competition outside of the national championships alongside Top and Tails. But Patch on the board kept calm as Lizzie showed some early pace on Paris, although only just making it through the weave. With one touch, they completed their first run in 74.52. Last to set a time was Bruises Easily, Sideways Stu stepping in for Reese. Amy riding Ronnie with a big smile as always. Another clean run through the weave, but Stu getting into some difficulty on the final circuit, getting all out of shape and taking out the cone, but showing some real skill to hang on as they crossed the finish line in a 78.97.
This is the last of the first. Oh, there he goes. He's on two wheels. He's on two wheels. He's not letting go. He's still in the rules and he's made it. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen.
Sideways Stu, living up to his name. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together once more for Bruises Easily.
So let's take a look at the standings after the first rotation. First place was Dead Pigeon at 74.10, closely followed by EFL Horseboarding. They actually set a 72.52 but add one touch, which has just nudged them down into second place. Consider It Done in third with a 76.04. In fourth place was Top and Tails with a 76.39. In fifth place is Pocket Rocket with a 78.18. And closely behind them was Bruises Easily at 78.97. Now the crowd was warmed up and had a taster of what was to come. We rejoin the action on the second rotation with your commentators Daniel Fowler Prime and Richard Hall.
Currently, Dead Pigeons are in first place by 0.42 seconds, and now they want to improve their time. So now we see the racing, ladies and gentlemen, as they come with the speed trap, and it failed to go off again. That would have been a new record as they go through the yellow box Wi-Fi chicane. It could be the connection, and looking for this diagonal line, Rich.
Yeah, absolutely. They're really going to have to work now. They've got a time down. They're leading the way at the moment. Now they're going to have to open up the throttle. And this is not just about having the fastest horse possible. You have to work really well as a team to make sure you stay around. You have to be communicating all the way around your run, making sure the board rider's still there and they're working together. 30 seconds on the split.
3 seconds up. 3 seconds up on the split. So this will be the fastest time, ladies and gentlemen, assuming that they can finish the complete course. And you can see the horses are really leaning on some of these turns and really putting this, and he's through. That was very nice, but it just looks from this angle as if the horse gets out of the weave a bit too soon for the board rider, and it's three brains working as one as they head towards the speed trap. 23 miles an hour, call them home, ladies and gentlemen. They're currently in the lead and looking to extend their lead. They want more than 0.42 of a second. Okay then, so here we go. Time of 68, massive improvement, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause. as Dead Pigeons go into the lead by over 6 seconds. They were 5 times national champions, are now 6 seconds, but we're yet to see what Top and Tails have got to say about this. And now Top and Tails are going to retaliate with their run. So, and watch how busy this pony is when it starts running, ladies and gentlemen. It is an absolute, its legs are a blur.
Absolutely, Dan, and it's not just about prestige. Remember, these guys are competing for big cash prizes out there over the whole weekend. They really want to take top spot, and so they are going to start pushing it 21 miles an hour as they go in to the Wi-Fi yellow box chicane, carving around the corners there like the old surfboard style, man, as they turn the corner.
Oh, he's out!
Yeah, then Ryan just matching the edge there as he tried to bundle across the arena and taking quite a nice spill. I'm not going to give it a high score out of 10 for the crash. I might give that a 7. What do you reckon, Dan?
Yeah, give us a wave, Ryan. Everybody is all right. Give him a round of applause. Pushing the edge, pushing the limit and finding the edge. So we'll just wait for the next team to enter the arena.
So consider it done, coming in for their second run, Rosie and Ollie, and of course the magnificent Levi as they go through the Stargate and the pace comes on.
Yeah, absolutely, flat out covering the ground pretty well at 22 miles an hour. And where this horse did so well last year, we had a very wet season, every competition seemed to be wet, but with his big dinner plate feet, he didn't lose any traction at all, whereas the race horses were struggling a little bit as they now turn onto the right-hand rein and looking past the commentary box for the split time. The previous split time was 32 seconds. Looks as though they're taking it a little bit steadier. This could be, and they're on 33 seconds on the split, so they're a second behind their previous time.
Yeah, you look at the difference in the style of the board riders here, Dan. Ollie's so relaxed, such an upright position, looking really calm and casual. You saw Ryan as he was going around the corner and just getting pitched down, and that's because he was in a much lower position. Ollie's so relaxed up there, just carving through the weave there, really nicely done. Now picking up the line again. They've handled all the technical elements, so now it's just about pace. So ladies and gentlemen, cheer as they go past you. Really drive them on. Let's get these guys over that finish line. Can they take top spot? They're really going to have to pick up the pace here.
19 miles an hour as they make this final approach towards the finish line, and it's a bit of a long course for Levi as he goes through the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, consider it done with a time of 77.52. Looks as though that's the second off what they did the first time.
I just wonder with consider it done, Dan, you know, one of their strengths is playing to the conditions of the arena. You know, it often like massive dinner plate hooves there, you know, that's often how they get themselves in top spot. But in this absolutely magnificent arena, they don't have any of that thing to play on. It's going to be perfect ground for everybody.
Yeah, and they're relying on the speed now. So here we go with Pocket Rocket in 5th place at the moment. Lloyd already getting a hand down 20 miles an hour as they go into the yellow box Wi-Fi chicane.
Yeah, round through the chicane really nicely. All you horse riders out there will know how well Sarah's riding, and she does a lot of these technical elements, the Wi-Fi chicane, going through the 3-turn weave, and of course the 90-degree turn. The horse riders having to work really hard. Lloydie going quite wide there, sitting it down, but staying up on his feet. Really nicely done. Great strength in his legs as he's going to have to go now, riding goofy into the 90-degree turn. Having to take a wide line on that, but nicely done. Back in towards the speed trap. And it's 16 miles an hour as they go through the track, and now looking towards the 3-tone weave. Again, the hand goes down. He's picking up quite a nice line though. You have to choose the position you're going to go really early on into the weave. Nicely through there. This team's come on so much, Dan.
Yeah, the split time was 33 seconds, so they're 3 seconds up on their own split. They're equal with Consider It Done. He's getting a little bit wobbly there, 22 miles an hour, and he needs to keep his focus. Always getting a bit over the front of the board there. You don't want to stay, you want to stay back on that back rear wheel. Oh, 2 wheels, lovely bit of power sliding on the heel side. He covers it through the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, Pocket Rocket with a clear round, time of 73, and it takes Pocket Rocket up into 2nd place. You're never going to believe it. Lloyd Crabb is in 2nd place here at the Carfest Elite Cup, and that is an amazing Bit of ball.
Teams left to go around in the second rotation, and these guys are going to be looking to get much faster from their first run. We've only been sub 70 once, and that was with the pigeons. So let's see if it's going to be EFL that can get there in under 70 as well.
Yeah, EFL currently in third place, needs 0.84 of a second if they want to take second place back from Pocket Rocket, and it looks to me like that's exactly what they're planning to do at 20 miles an hour going into the yellow box Wi-Fi chicane. And ready for this diagonal. Lovely little change there from the horse, and you see the board rider changing his weight. It really is three brains thinking as one. The horse rider, and the board rider must think on the same page. One of them gets it slightly wrong, and everything ends up coming apart.
Oh, the leash gone quite slack there, and Patch does really well to get the tension back on the leash so he can really get the full force from the horse as he carves back into the next turn.
31 seconds on the split, so only 1 second behind Dead Pigeon, who are currently nearly 6 seconds ahead of them on their current time. So really looking for, they've got to hold it together now. When you get to this three-coned weave, you've really got to be thinking, oh, and he got another touch, same cone, but it was just his knee pad there as they now open it up, and Patch needs to get on that front side and get low as they start to break a record. I think 24 miles an hour around that corner. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to go one of two ways, and it might not end well as we go for the finish line very wide and through. Ladies and gentlemen, what a run. Cheer them round. That was absolutely brilliant. 70.79. They have taken second place back from Pocket Rocket.
But the 2-second touch has got to be added to that, Dan, so 72. And what position is that going to put them in?
They are now in second place, so good run from them. They're nearly 5 seconds behind Dead Pigeon, who are, at this stage, dominating.
Absolutely, Dan. The 5 times national champions are really putting it together and are handling the surface perfectly. That is why they've won so many previous tournaments, but there's still bruises easily to come out for the second run. Remember, the only time they've put down so far is their conservative run to make sure they're on the scoreboard. Now they're really going to open it up. We've already seen some magnificent board riding from Sideways Stew. What can they put together as we increase the speed of the horse?
Yeah, so here we go now with bruises easily, 20 miles an hour. Now, I think they've had a chat about that corner, and they don't want to hit it any faster than that speed. Of course, remember, exiting the yellow box Wi-Fi is where Ryan Roberts came unstuck. And we saw, of course, Sideways Stew make that amazing completed run on his last time. Now turning on to the right-hand turn in front of the Peugeot banners and across the front of the commentary box and looking for the split time. I think this is not the speed that we would expect to see from this horse, Ronnie, at 34 seconds. 34 seconds is quite a way, 4 seconds behind what the Dead Pigeons were doing, 16 miles an hour. And looking for this centre line. Maybe they're hoping one of the other teams will make a mistake, or maybe Sideways Stew said, I don't want to finish on my face as they go through the three-coned weave, Rich.
Yeah, well, that's all the technical elements negotiated now, Dan. Now it's about pace. What are they going to do? Cheer them as they come past you, ladies and gentlemen. Call these guys home. All they've got to do is get around the arena now in the fastest time possible. 21 miles an hour as they go around the top of the arena. Really pushing it now. Come on, guys. Open the throttle up. Let's go. Sideways Stew. Stay
This is where he lost it last time. He's going a lot smoother. And you see the throttle on the end of the run there for the horse. Unless they're saving them for the last run. So that's a time of 76.97, which puts Bruises easily into last place by 0.54 seconds.
So at the end of the second rotation, Dead Pigeon leading the way with a 68.27. In second place is EFL Horseboarding with a 72.79 seconds. In third place, Pocket Rocket with a 73.68. And in fourth place is Top and Tails with a 76.39. And in fifth place is Consider It Done with a 76.04. And in sixth place is Bruises Easily with a 76.97 seconds. Let's head back to the racing and rejoin the commentators Daniel Fowler Prime and Richard Hull.
And let me hear you scream. These guys are going to race against the limit of what is physically possible with these mentally, physically, and what the boards can take. We have seen wheels come off these boards at 25 miles an hour, so it can happen as they go into 24 miles an hour into the yellow box of Wi-Fi chicane. They are currently nearly 5 seconds ahead. This will be a great lead for them going going into Heat 2 this afternoon.
Absolutely, they're really putting it together here. A magnificent team. They work so well together, but they do have to stay focused all the way around. They're carrying the speed. Now can they carry the composure all the way around the course?
Yeah, well, they're going towards the split time. It's a good split time. They've improved again at 29 seconds on the split. And you see really throwing the pony into some of those corners there. As they're now 19 miles an hour, and we're looking for the 3-cone weave. And Ross getting very, very low. You can imagine this sand probably wears out the legs quite a lot, Rich.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see the difference in the line taken there by Ross. He was directly behind the Magnificent Winston as he went into the 3-cone weave. And now we're going to see
full throttle. Look at Charlie push this horse on 26 miles an hour. We predicted it, ladies and gentlemen. They've just set a new record. And can anybody else match it? Oh, they need to finish the lap. And they're through, ladies and gentlemen. 66.53. They just improved their time by nearly 2 seconds. They've now got a 2.66 second lead. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for the Dead Pigeons. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's top and tails now, winding up for this final attempt. Their run, they didn't complete last time. Ryan Roberts fell exiting the yellow box Wi-Fi chicane, and they are currently in 4th place, 2.7 seconds behind Pocket Rocket, who are in 3rd. And so this is where we're going to get to see the full throttle of this pony. But again, they've got to be considerate of it's not just about galloping flat out around the arena. 29 miles an hour. The board ride. Sorry, 20 miles an hour. Woo, that would have been a bit more exciting. Yeah, it's not just about going flat out. They've got to consider what the board rider is going to do. Otherwise, you just end up losing your board rider, Rich.
Absolutely. These teams spend loads of time practicing in between competitions. The national championships run throughout most of the year, and then in the downtime they are practicing on all different types of surfaces. But this magnificent arena is not the sort of surface they get the chance to practice on. So this really is a brilliant opportunity to test these guys' limits as they go around the brilliant bowls with the arena.
Yeah, so now this is where this pony just excels, the short coupledness of the pony, which does all but I say that, and she gets a touch. Now we're going to really have to see the throttle. I didn't see the split time. Ryan very wide, close to the moat, just taking a look, see where he wants to dive in. Now going flat out, 25 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen. Cheer this team home. They're moving all the way home for you as they go. What a brilliant bit of board riding from Ryan Roberts. But here we go with Pocket Rocket, currently in 4th place. 0.89 seconds behind 3rd and 0.8 seconds behind 2nd. So if you can improve by a 1.5 seconds, you could be into 2nd place again. And that's what they're going to go for, Rich.
Absolutely, the speed, you can see it there, you can see the determination in this team. And watch Lloyd's board riding as he goes through the chicane there, really nice. Carving through, putting the hand down, steady himself up onto 2 wheels, but managing to do it. Again, the communication between the team, you can see it there. Sarah, check, Lloyd, you still there? Yeah, I'm good. And then the throttle comes back on, brilliant teamwork. Can they keep it together again? Lloyd sitting down in that corner. Yeah, really nice board riding, still there. Onto the process, they go into the 90-degree turn, technical element and through.
32 seconds on the split, that's a second up on their previous time, so they could end up moving up the table with your support, ladies and gentlemen. As a big turn there from Lloyd Crabb, and it looks to me like he's feeling a little bit tired as they go into these 3-count weave. Don't get it wrong, they're clear. They're clear, now it's just a lap for the finish, and it's all about communication. 3 wheels, and he brings it back underneath him as they now go all the way. 21 miles an hour, they're looking to move up to 2nd place. You can see him gesturing, go faster as they're saying, as he tries to stay on the backside of the board. Ladies and gentlemen, he's wide again, but goes through the finish line. He makes it with a 73.48. This is one of the best days board riding this man has ever done, and that is going to bring him into so Pocket Rocket stay in 4th place, but with a great attempt there. But now they're only in 4th place by 0.69 of a second. EFL Horseboarding currently in 3rd place, only 0.80 of a second behind Top and Tails. So they just need a second and they can move up to 2nd place. But the thing is, Dead Pigeons are nearly 6 seconds ahead, 22 miles an hour. So they don't want to let Dead Pigeons finish the day or finish the heat with such a big lead.
Absolutely, Dead Pigeons are just hammering it out there today. The other teams are fighting for second place at the moment, but don't ride them off yet. All it's going to take is that final acceleration, that perfect line, and they will be right up there. Oh, yes!
Some good board riding, absolutely brilliant board riding, ladies and gentlemen, as they go into the split time at 30 seconds. That's matching the Dead Pigeons by 1 second off Dead Pigeons' fastest split, but matches their middles. This could be the new leaders, and it could actually be someone who's fighting on Dead Pigeons' heels.
This is where they've got to get it right. Patch has got to get through this week.
They missed the gate, ladies and gentlemen. That would be a 10-second penalty as they now make their way for the finish. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give them a call. They obviously approached that gate a little bit too quick, and they're giving you a wave as they go around. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Horseboarding. If you're interested to get involved, it's horseboardinguk.org, and we're also Facebook, Twitter, and all the rest of it as they go through the finish line with 69. Oh, what a shame. It was a 69-second run. That was a brilliant run. Just for that one miss makes it 79 seconds. Currently, Bruises Easily are in last place by just over half a second. Can Sideways Stew hold on to Ronnie, who is one of my favourites, as they open up the taps, or will he end up on his side again? 22 miles an hour now. That's faster into that turn. I think Amy's just gone, you know what, Sideways Stew, you're just going to have to hang on to the back of me as we go flat out around this top end of the arena, and we're coming for this diagonal. And look at the way this horse runs. It's very important, but check out this horse's ears all the time. He just absolutely loves it, and every now and again just twitching back to see what the horse rider's doing, and also the horses have to be aware of the board riders. And you see some of the more experienced horses, they will actually pick the board riders up as they fall and then put on a little bit of throttle because they can feel the difference. 17 miles an hour now, and the split time was pretty good, but I didn't actually see it as they go down for the 3-cone weave.
Yeah, they were well up on the split. This is definitely going to be their fastest run. You see the leash going slack again.
Wow, that was extremely close. You couldn't fit a piece of paper between them and that last cone as they now open up the throttle, and Sideways Stew slips out the back of the board as he comes around that corner. Cheer them home, ladies and gentlemen. 22 miles an hour, and this is going to be do or die as we go. Ladies and gentlemen, pushing the limit and finding the edge of the arena, it is Bruises Easily.
So, after an action-packed first heat, the standings look like this. In first place was Dead Pigeon with a time of 66.53, 3 seconds ahead of second place at Top and Tails with 69.99. In third place was EFL with 72.97. In fourth place was Pocket Rocket with 73.48. In fifth place was Consider It Done, choosing to retire from the third run of the morning with a 76.04. In sixth place was Bruises Easily with a 76.97. Stay tuned as we bring you Heat 2 of the Horseboarding UK Carfest North Elite Cup.
Give me a hell, give me a girl. Stand up right now.